Press the start button or space bar to begin.
Hello tout le monde! C'est Bonhomme. Et aujourd'hui, 4e épisode de The Vale, du Let's Play de The Vale. J'espère que vous allez bien, moi ça va super bien. Donc, tout de suite, j'ai tout de suite souhaité vous résumer qu'est-ce qu'on avait fait la dernière fois. Donc, on avait continué, on avait dû affronter des pirates, ils voulaient juste nous voler nos pièces. Ouais, c'est drôle de vouloir nous voler nos pièces, c'est très gentil. Bon. Ensuite, on avait continué. On s'était rendu dans un village où on avait dû faire quelques quêtes. Et on avait aussi, me semble, acheté un marteau de guerre, mais je suis pas sûr. Je suis plus sûr si on avait acheté le marteau de guerre. Après, on avait fait connaissance avec une vieille dame qui avait vu un grand danger qu'on courait, qui avait vu dans notre vie, mais un grand danger. Donc, on n'en sait pas plus pour l'instant. On avait commencé la traversée du chemin du roi et on va continuer là. Oui, les résumés sont très courts dans ce jeu. Il y a beaucoup de phrases de dialogue. Mais ça va assez vite. C'est souvent comme ça dans les jeux style Blind Legend, tout ça. Un western drama aussi.
Main menu. Continue game. Start new continue.
Continue game, ouais.
The valley is much wider here in the mountains. It feels good to be in open country again.
We're exposed out here.
So are our enemies.
You sound more like my uncle than a shepherd.
Men are no different from wolves and jackals. It's the ones I cannot see that I fear most. There is a ridge on our right. A good spot for an ambush. However, once we are past it, I can relax for another mile at least. In the woods, I have no peace. Hold up.
Jackals. On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
I hear them. Clansmen.
Uh-oh.
We may be fine as long as we're not in Mara territory. Clan borders change yearly.
How will we know if we are in Mara territory?
We're in Mara territory. Ready your shield, Alex. They may throw the first axe
Paraîtrait qu'il y a
if
des
they
gens qui veulent
charge.
protéger leur territoire. Des guerriers. La bluette.
Hold up.
Jackals. On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
They're not friendly, shepherd.
Donc, il y a des guerriers qui
Ready your shield,
dit
Alex.
qu'il y a des
They
guerriers
may
qui
throw
sont
the
très
first axe if they charge.
J'essaie de les oublier.
You a wee thing.
Ah, shit. Je sens que ça va être joyeux, ce passage.
On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
They're not friendly, shepherd.
Ready your shield, Alex. They may throw the first axe as they charge.
là j'ai fait prêt.
Hold up.
Jackals. On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
They're not friendly, Shepherd.
Ready your shield, Alex.
Moi, quand
They may
c'est-
throw the
quand
first
c'est Alex
axe
qui
as
parle,
they
parce que je
charge.
comprends très bien ce qu'elle dit. Oh! Alors ça c'est drôle, l'épisode 2 et l'épisode 3 on avait commencé sur des
Jackals.
trucs avec des fers et là
On the
l'épisode 4
ridge.
ici.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
They're
un
not
peu
friendly,
le-
Shepherd.
L'habitude
Ready your
de
shield,
tirer
Alex.
de verre, on
They may
commence
throw
à
the
commencer
first
à-
axe as they charge.
Scared lass.
You've made a mistake, lass.
Oh non! Je pense qu'il restait genre 1.
Hold up.
Jackals. On the ridge.
Fighters in mail with battle axes.
They're not friendly, Shepherd.
Ready your shield, Alex. They may throw the first axe as they charge.
You a wee thing.
Je fais une pause.
Au 27 points. Fichier édité réduit Alt plus. Commande fenêtre. Démarrer la caméra. Mode param. Quitter. Mélangeur curseur de audio. Propriété curseur de voix. Numérique barre. Commande fenêtre. Mélangeur. Commande fenêtre. Mettre en pause lente. Non coché. Mettre en. De véli. De.
Je pense que...
Use arrow keys to cycle. Resume game.
Well taken.
Ah, il y en a deux vagues.
Those were scouts. The Mara clan are on the move.
The Odedan are driving them out?
Or they are emboldened, looking to move on other clans in the chaos. Sorry to say, Shepherd, you won't find much peace out here.
J'ai trouvé des pièces de bois.
You have gained 80 copper in coin and salvage.
Donc il disait ouais, il y en a d'autres. Elle disait ouais, il y en a d'autres.
Akram, open up!
Has it been long since you've seen your husband?
Not long, just a few years. We know you're in there. No sense hiding.
And he's an older gentleman. About your age?
Oh, he's seen his share of winters, yes. I'd know if he's dead, if that's what you're getting at.
If only I was so lucky.
Akram, get down here. We have guests.
You lost the key again? Typical.
J'ai perdu une clé
Coming
encore.
down.
On dirait que les deux se connaissent bien.
Hello.
Pleasure. Come, sit. I'll put something on. I can't promise you it will taste any good. I lost my sense of taste years ago, drinking something this old witch made for me. How long are you staying this time?
As long as our guests need.
Just the night. We'll be heading for the pass in the morning.
You won't
Ok,
be
donc,
heading
il
for
veut-
the pass
il
before
dit, ouais,
spring.
combien de temps voulez-vous
The
rester?
snows have set
Le
in.
shepherd qui
Hope
dit,
you like
ouais,
turnips.
je suis-
It's all I got. You think she would have brought some food with her after being away for what, 2 years?
You can always come with me, you know.
Well, I have the library to maintain. You really want to start up this argument again?
Well, I'm not your errand girl. Akram considers himself a seer as well. He's more interested in the past. The history of the craft, he calls it.
So, they're in on the game. They know about the Fae?
If you were any kind of seer, you'd know this before we walked in the door.
What brought them around to believing you?
Netherwolves.
How many?
10 or more. Must have been a pack that was exposed to a rift.
They're up to something, the Fae. Stories have been around town in the past few weeks. Do you think they're surfacing in aid of the Horde?
Picking sides? You know that's not their way. I'm still working out their plan.
Well, after you're watered up, you should head into the village. Ask around.
We just need to get back to the capital as soon as possible.
Is there any way to get through the pass now?
We can get you through once the weather breaks. But you may not have a home to go back to if we don't heed the warnings that are presenting themselves. You need to help us first.
Game options
Donc, le peu
menu.
que j'ai compris,
Use
c'est-
arrow keys to cycle through menu
mais ce que j'ai
options.
compris, c'est que ouais, il veut nous aider à passer. Il dit on a besoin de ton aide, je pense dans la capitale, tout ça. On avait croisé des loups, tout ça. J'ai pas tout compris, mais j'ai l'impression qu'il y a pas il y a rien de beau qui s'en vient. Avec la musique, tout ça, puis avec ce que j'ai
Resume
compris,
game.
I'm going to visit the farmsteads to inquire about the movement
Et
of
voilà,
the
on
Horde.
est au
You
village.
two should ask around town about any unusual happenings in the area. Folk up here always have stories. I'll travel with you if you come across anything particularly hair-raising.
What about your husband?
Akram will be at the library in the monastery. If you're looking for a place to nap, you should stop by for a visit.
What do you think?
I think it's a distraction we can't afford. Perhaps we can find a guide to take us through the pass.
You don't believe the realm is in danger?
There is danger everywhere. I plan to stay out of it.
Il y a du danger partout.
What is the town like?
Looks like there is a proper smith here. The monastery is on the other side of the square,
I can hear the bells.
and it looks like there is some sort of celebration going on next to it.
Sounds like that's where most of the village is.
On va aller là. Alors, ouais, j'en profite pour vous dire, j'aime beaucoup les combats de Deville. Je préfère beaucoup, je préfère essayer de monter le parce que là, le pluie, ça a vraiment quelque chose de. Quand j'étais à Benedict, ça faisait juste à des ennemis ou dans Deville, c'est vraiment tu te protèges, c'est une super stratégie. Et on peut frapper des ennemis beaucoup plus de fois que dans Benedict. C'est vraiment bien. Je suis désolé, mais avec le jeu, c'est vraiment trop facile.
Looks like some monks are serving ale. They've certainly drawn a crowd.
You'd scarcely know there was an invading army around.
Join us. Our fellow brothers and sisters from Bon Arthur are here with their ale.
Oh.
Come, drink.
Press spacebar to enter. Alt key to leave.
Ça va de l'autre, moi je te
The crowd is full of monks.
Let's talk to the sober ones first.
Use down and up arrow keys to cycle through interactions.
I'll tell you about some strange business. We have a hunter staying with us at the monastery. She fled her camp in the southwood, spouting some nonsense about creatures arriving in the night, savaging the others. We were a little concerned if there was any killing going on. She may have been part of it.
Has anyone been sent to inspect the camp?
Who would go? We have our brothers and sisters from Bon Arthur to treat, and the villagers are preparing for the snows.
You're not concerned about what happened at the camp?
We are a sanctuary, and we maintain that by staying out of trouble.
See? I'm not the only one who thinks like this.
I can tell you where the camp is if you want to have a look.
Press spacebar to take up this quest.
Ah, there's a fellow sober.
We heard about the mine at Kingauley.
Game options menu.
What about it?
10 months.
Ah, there's...
We still want to know.
We heard about the mine at Kingauley.
Game options.
What about it?
10 miners went down the other day.
We still want to know where the hunting camp is.
Ah, there's...
We still want to know where the hunting camp is.
Press spacebar to take up this quest. Alt key to pass.
We'll pass for now, thank you.
Use down and up arrow keys to cycle through interactions.
Ah,
We still want to know where the hunting camp.
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
We still want to know where the hunting camp is.
ah,
We still want to know.
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press spacebar to enter. Alt key to leave.
Je vais prendre les quêtes si vraiment on en avait besoin, mais. Parce que j'ai continué dans un endroit. Je sais pas si on va faire un jeu aujourd'hui. Peut-être.
What you looking for, lass?
Arms and armour.
You have nasty business with the clans, do you?
Just a precaution. We're heading east.
Well, you won't find a better smith this side of the pass, and good local steel from the mines.
Ah, il y a le.
Use up and down arrow keys to cycle through.
This short sword would suit you well. If you're looking for something a little heftier, I have... If you're looking for better protection, this shield is strong and relatively light for... If you're looking for something a little heftier, I have this sturdy longsword for 100.
Press spacebar to consider purchase.
This short sword would suit you well. It's light and the longsword. The longsword.
Use arrow keys to cite item quality. Tier critical chance bonus. 35%. Heavy attack critical chance bonus. Critical damage multiplier. 3. Your current item is 3. Press heavy attack critical damage multiplier. 3. Your current item is
3.
critical damage multiplier.
3.
Your current item is
3.
heavy attack critical chance bonus.
40%.
Your current item is 20%.
Press
Critical chance bonus. Heavy attack critical chance bonus.
35%.
Your current item is 10%. Item quality. Tier 4 sword. Your current item is Tier 1 sword.
Press spacebar to buy item.
Ah, je vais
Press
utiliser
Alt
le-
key.
This item will cost 120 copper after salvage of old item. Your current coin amount is
290 copper.
Allez, j'ai l'argent.
press spacebar to
There you go, lass. The longsword.
Press spacebar to consider purchase.
If you're looking for better protection, I have these chainmail pieces. This shield is strong and relatively light for 70 copper. If you're looking for better protection, I have these chainmail pieces. You can have the lot for 150 copper.
Ah,
Press
il y a une
spacebar to consider purchase.
Ouais, je pense pas que je l'ai.
The longsword,
Press spacebar.
the chain armor, the shield, the chain armor.
Press space.
use arrow key. Item quality. Tier 3 heavy armor. Your current item is Tier 0 light armor. Take critical damage chance.
25%.
Your current item is
70%.
damage. Take critical damage chance.
25%.
Your current item is
70%. Press spacebar to buy item.
damage reduction against blade.
30%.
Your current item is 0%.
Press space.
Damage reduction.
oui,
Take
oui.
this item will cost
100.
There you go, lass.
Game options. Use up.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
Anytime, lass.
Ouais, il va la cloche. On attend le coup d'armure.
Here's the monastery.
C'est le
Should we
monastère.
look for Akram?
Press spacebar to enter.
Ah, little surprised to see you so soon. Figured you'd be off at the witch all winter.
Certainly is quiet.
The monks are all out for one last gathering before winter sets in.
Well, we're here. What can we do?
I've already found an interesting lead. Here's a record of an ancient temple on the mountainside above town. It's in ruin now, according to the monks, but by all accounts, it did once hold some manner of mystery.
Like what?
Comings and goings of odd travelers, accounts of strange noises, a secret chamber, the usual fun stuff.
You want to investigate?
Not really, but it's what the witch wants of us.
Press spacebar to take up this quest. Alt key to pass.
Il paraîtrait, je vais vous traduire ce qu'il dit, il paraîtrait que des gens auraient entendu des bruits étranges venant d'une chambre secrète.
Sounds intriguing. I say we have a look.
J'ai bien envie de la prendre celle-là. Quand je comprends quelque chose à la quête, j'aime bien la prendre.
Shouldn't be much farther, according to the maps.
Why would they build a temple out here?
They were made in a time when ancient people maintained contact with the Fae. They were constructed around natural places where the veil that separates our world and the Fae is thinnest. These sites seem to dot the great valley that spans our realm.
What would people do with the Fae?
There's little record. Some scholars believe our worlds affect one another, and we would manage the outcomes together. Perhaps we traded with them, exchanged knowledge. Who's to say it was any different than the intersection of cultures we have in this world?
Do you know what they're like?
No one knows anymore. We only see the rare cases when our world brushes up against theirs. The wolves, for instance. Ah, I see the temple. It's set in the cliff face.
Donc là, on marchait dans la forêt, il disait un peu sur... Mais dans la chambre, il disait un peu qu'est-ce qu'il y avait.
Looks bigger from the inside.
Watch your step. I'm sure there's been little upkeep of the place.
Do you hear that ringing sound? What is it?
I don't hear anything.
A musical tone?
Yes.
Where's it coming from?
The far side of the room. Don't you hear it?
No. My wife will hear these things from time to time. It drives me crazy. Can you hear that, Akram? What's that sound? What's wrong with your ears? The one thing she doesn't hear is me complaining about her lack of sight.
Do you know what makes the sound?
Something of the Fey realm. Likely an object that has passed between worlds. Can you lead us to it?
I think so.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think. What happened?
The floor gave way. You're in a lower chamber. I don't see another way down.
Sound is louder. No. I think the source is down here. I'm going to find it.
Be careful. We'll look for a way to get to you.
Ici, pas ces trucs-là. Ok. Ça n'a pas l'air aussi horrible que ce que je pensais. What?
I need to move carefully.
D'accord, il me faut éviter le vent.
I need to move carefully.
Ça, c'est des phases de gameplay que je déteste. Faut la mettre à gauche. À gauche.
Nope.
C'est un peu pensé pour ceux qui connaissent des bouquins Blind Legend.
Not this way.
Ben, ça peut faire penser aussi à des week-ends, mais bon. Dans Blind Legend, vous savez, le passage de falaise, là.
Okay. I've reached it. I've reached the source of the sound.
We found the passage down. Hold on.
My word.
What is it?
A massive stone statue of a warrior bent down on one knee. It holds a small figurine of a snake. As an offering, it would appear.
I wouldn't touch it.
It calls to Alex. Go ahead. Reach out. Take it. Alex?
Something just happened to me.
Can you still hear the sound?
No.
Very curious. I believe you've absorbed any power the figure may have contained.
Power?
By all indications, this snake artifact would have contained dark magic.
By dark, do you mean evil?
Oh, heavens, no. No, lucky for you. It merely describes the direction of the flow of energy between our worlds. Dark magic takes from our world, gives to the Fey realm. You're likely now a conduit for energy in that direction. Whereas my Maggie works exclusively in the other direction. It is from the Fey realm that she draws the fire.
Is it dangerous?
Hope not. Scholars talk of dark magic being used to drain one's enemies of life and gaining favor from the Fae.
What was that?
Look, the statue. It rises.
The Guardian. Magnificent.
The passage out was closed.
What's happening?
I believe it wants you to return the power you've taken from the figurine.
It can have it.
By the looks of its hammer, I think it means to crush it out of you.
The power is used to form. I think you're the only one who can affect it.
I think only my overhead attack will hurt him.
Your shield won't fully protect you from its overhead swing.
What? Qu'est-ce qu'il faut faire?
A guardian.
Yes. You saw this coming, no doubt.
I need to block his side attacks and interrupt his overhead swing. I'll need to use my heavy attack.
Ah!
Your shield won't fully protect you from its overhead swing.
Donc le bouclier va pas nous protéger totalement.
A guardian.
Yes. You saw this coming, no doubt.
My shield won't protect me completely. We must take initiative. A guardian.
Yes. You saw this coming, no doubt.
I need to listen for where the side attacks are coming from. Guardian.
Yes. You saw this coming, no doubt.
I need to block his side attacks and interrupt his overhead swing. Only my heavy attacks will hurt him.
A Guardian.
Yes. You saw this coming, no doubt.
My shield won't protect me completely. We must take initiative. A Guardian.
Yes. You saw this coming, no doubt.
I need to listen for where the side attacks are coming from.
What, pray tell, was that?
A guardian.
Regardez.
Ancient people built stone warriors that could be animated by the Fae, similar to the way wolves can be possessed. They were supposedly posted at important sites to ward off unworthy visitors.
We're unworthy then?
On the contrary, I believe you've just passed a very old rite of passage.
The way out is open again.
We are free to leave this place now.
You now have the ability to build favor with successful strikes. Favor is energy that can be used in magic attacks.
Là, il y a des attaques magiques qu'on peut faire.
I'll be resting at the monastery. Come find me when you're ready to subject me to more horrors.
The village is just waking up. Where do you want to go?
Okay. Another way then. Another way then. Not this way. Nope.
What you looking for, lass?
Arms and armor.
Use up.
If you're looking for something a little hefty, this shield is... If you're looking for something a little heftier...
Game options.
I'll be going now. Thank you.
Anytime, lass.
Gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press space. Use down and up arrow keys to...
We still want to know where the hunting camp is.
Ah, there's a fella so...
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press spacebar.
Another way then. Okay. Not this way. Another way then. Not this way.
Gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press. Use down and up arrow.
We still want to know where the hunting camp is.
Press spacebar to take up.
Ah, there's a fella sober face. They're not in the mood either.
Why aren't the monks concerned with the Odedan here in the mountains?
What interest would Odedan have in a library? That's all the monks here have. It's written.
You heard about the mine at Kengolic.
What about it?
10 miners went down the other day, none come back up. The village sent in a search party and
we still want to know where the hunting camp is.
Press.
We should find Maggie. She'll want to know about the camp.
All right, let's go find her.
I can already smell it. Something from the nether. You say the monks thought the hunter was mad? Funny how ignorant learned people can be.
Could they have chosen a darker site to make camp?
I believe the darker side chose them. Whatever you're seeing is not natural.
I hear something.
On the other side of the camp?
Yes. What is it?
A small rift. A connection to the Fey world. I haven't come across one in decades. We should go to it. It may have answers. You lead the way, Alex.
C'est le bruit.
What's that terrible sound?
Nether wolves. Feeding.
Feeding on what?
Hunters.
Wonderful.
We have options. The wolves will take their time consuming flesh, bone and all, and once they've had a meal, they're not likely to let go. If we're careful, we may be able to move past them. Or we could try to take them with the bow, or directly with sword.
Weapon ready, Alex.
Ben, c'est un loup, hein.
I'm at the rift. It's calling to me.
To me as well, child. I say we take the smallest of glimpses. Hold my hand. Now reach out.
We are Odedan. What need do we have for these mountain tribes?
Uh-oh.
The Fae say they are essential to our success. The pass cannot be crossed without their aid.
Why cross the pass at all? What will that give us?
Glades. And the realm.
What was that?
A connection to another time and place. Not too far away and only moments ago.
Who were they?
I believe it was the Odedan general and his council. They are consorting with the Fae, emboldened by prophecy or promise somehow.
The Horde intends to take Glades.
Perhaps.
The Odedan are here for plunder. They will always return home in the end.
I fear this general has much higher ambitions than his predecessors. The real question is why the Fae would want him to push so far east. They clearly want conflict. But why?
We should go now.
In a moment. I have business with the princess. Come with me, Alex.
Where are you going?
It will take but a minute. Keep watch for wolves, shepherd. Over here, Alex.
What is it?
Now that part of you has entered the Fey realm, you will be able to draw from it.
I've entered the Fey realm?
Of course you have. Some small part of you, anyway. Now, no more questions. We must do this while it's fresh in your mind. I want you to draw your weapon.
Okay.
Recall those voices you heard.
Yes, I hear them.
Concentrate on your weapon and gently ask them to grant you flame.
Press spacebar to trigger spell.
Flame.
Yes, marvelous. You feel it's warm?
I do.
Oh, on apprend à utiliser la magie.
We should... Alex!
Over time, with more encounters with the Fae, your powers will grow, Alex.
This is not natural.
It's necessary, considering what we'll have to face.
Il disait que c'était pas naturel, mais et la fille nous dit ouais c'est.
Flaming weapon spell will increase the likelihood of a critical hit.
Ah, donc le sort de flamme augmente nos chances de critique, si j'ai bien compris.
I'll be close by if you plan to follow up on any more leads.
We'll let you know. Monks are certainly loose with stories.
Where to, Alex?
Okay.
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press spacebar.
Retourner au champ.
Here's the monastery. Should we look for Akram?
Press spacebar to enter.
Sorry to keep you waiting. There was no one around to tell me you were here.
It gave us a chance to rest, and we took it gladly.
I have found something most interesting. My wife likes to discredit my seeing abilities, but I tell you, the speed at which I found 2 more accounts of nearby temples, I'd give ancient archivists a run for their money. She could wander for years before she'd stumble across these locations.
Use down and up arrow keys to cycle through interactions.
I stumbled across the account of this first site by Now, here is a very detailed... I stumbled across the account of this first site by complete chance. It was in an old land registry that was misshelved. Now, I stumbled across the account of... Now, here is a very detailed account dating back less than 50 years of a temple ruin located in a mountain lake.
In a lake?
The temple would have sat on an island in Lake Eiger. It's more of a pond, really. The account describes a submerged ruin at its center.
How would we see anything of interest?
I've not ventured to the lake in years, and I don't recall anything above its surface. However, the water should be clear enough that we may be able to see something from the mountain slope.
Press spacebar to take up this quest.
I stumbled across the account of this first site by complete chance. It was in an old land registry that was misshelved. Would you believe it's the first misshelved text I found in this library? The monks here, though often drunk, never seem to make these blunders.
Fascinating. Please continue.
According to the registry, there was an old apple orchard in the woods south of the mountain, a rarity for this climate. The land was confiscated by local lords some 200 years ago for unknown reasons, but a cross-reference of this orchard with accounts of a fabled orchard from earlier texts depicts it as the location of a Fey temple that appears only at night. Considering the rarity of apples to the region, I figure that the 2 orchards must be one and the same.
Press spacebar to take...
To Lake Eiger? You'll travel to the orchard.
Press...
To Lake Eiger?
We'll search for evidence of the temple.
Ok, on va au lac. Un temple dans un lac, en gros.
Lake Eiger should be visible just over this ridge. Watch your step, Alex. Would you look at that?
What do you see?
There's a causeway leading to a small collection of stones at the center of the lake. The water level must have dropped. It's like we're being welcomed in.
Even more reason for caution.
It's difficult to say what this structure was like. You can tell the stone was quarried elsewhere. Would have been some operation to get it up here.
I see an opening. There's a passage down.
The witch won't forgive me if we don't take a look.
I'll go in. I can already hear something.
We're right here with you.
Faut aller vers la musique.
The water is not deep. We should be fine to continue, Alex. Oh, that startled me.
What is it?
A corpse. It's been here a while. Nothing but bone and scraps of leather.
There are more over here, in armor.
Could this be a crypt?
No. I believe they died here, in combat.
How?
There's your answer. A guardian. In pieces now.
The warriors prevailed.
Not if Alex can still hear the artifact they were after.
The sound is coming from right here, just below the water.
Go ahead, Alex. I don't believe the Guardian will bother us now.
Feels like a necklace.
Alex?
It happened again.
What do you feel?
I can feel it in my left hand. What's that sound?
The water is stirring.
Oh, the dead.
It would appear the Fae can bring life to more than just statues.
Never again, Alex. That was truly horrifying.
You have proven yourself worthy once again.
Who is she proving herself to? Huh?
That's the real question, isn't it?
You now have the ability to build favor with successful blocks. Favor is energy that can be used in magic attacks.
Oh. Ah, je pense qu'avec espace, on peut choisir une attaque magique.
I'll be resting at the monastery. Come find me when you're ready to subject me to more horrors.
The village is just waking up. Where do you want to go? Here's the monastery. Should we look for Akram?
Press spacebar.
Well, where are we off to? Should I go over the details?
Use down and up arrow.
You'll travel to the orchard.
Press spacebar to take up this.
All right. If you come with us.
On se fait aller étudier des trucs dans une bibliothèque.
This is no doubt the place.
Where are the apple trees?
The forest has consumed the orchard, but the trees were here. See? One here managed to hang on. You can see two more that way. They make out the planting line.
How do we find the center?
Do you hear anything, Alex?
On a trouvé le centre.
Not yet.
Wait. I can hear it. This way.
Quand il y a une musique, ça veut dire qu'il y a quelque chose ici, c'est ça.
The sound. It's changing.
Changing?
Le son a changé.
How?
It's moving.
Ça bouge.
Draw your weapon, Alex.
Oh.
Back, you devil! Stop me! It only appears after it moves! You can only hit them right after they move! Get off me!
Là, c'est compliqué.
Draw your weapon, Alex. Get off It only appears after it moves! Get back! You can only hit them right after they move! Back, you devil! Get off me! Hey, back! Get back!
Mais... Ça, c'est... Ça m'arrive souvent de faire ça.
Draw your weapon, Alex. Get off me!
Il faut être super rapide.
Hey, back!
Elle est morte dans un bouclier.
Get off me! Get back!
Are they gone?
Yes, I believe so. I pray so.
Fey Temple will not appear to us.
I don't think it was ever here. I can't help but feel that these shades were lying in wait. We were led here for the purpose of ambush. I I'm starting to sound like my crazy wife.
Crazy how?
Maggie believes that there are elements of the Fey world that scheme against us for their own purpose. Their influence is limited and subtle. A misshelved registry, a foolhardy investigator. They nudge us along a path of their own design.
Why us?
One of us must be standing in their way. Well, the village of Crow has never looked so inviting. I'll be locking myself in the library. The witch will want you hunting down leads in town.
We'll do that. And thank you, Akram.
I'd say it was a pleasure if it were not so terrifying. Take care.
There's still some daylight left. Where do you want to head?
Nope. Nope. Another way then.
Pas d'obstination sur l'auberge.
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Press space. Use down and up arrow.
Ah, there's a... You heard about the mine?
Ah, there's a fella sober face. They're not in the mood either.
Why aren't the monks concerned with the Odedan here in the mountains?
What interest would Odedan have in a library? That's all the monks here have. It's riches from the mines and clan forges the Odedan are after. I'm on my way to a monastery in Old Sevlin, just an hour from here. The reliquary contains gold and silver, and they're looking for escorts south with the collection. The monks trust me. I'm still looking for a few more swords. They pay well. In silver.
I don't know, Alex.
Perhaps the monks will have information about the Horde. And a route through the pass.
Press spacebar.
We can join you.
Excellent. Come, the others are waiting.
Une pluie de quêtes. C'est pas ça que ça s'appelait l'épisode.
So it's just 6 of us. Will that be enough?
The clansmen are brutal fighters, but they're cautious. They only take on fights they think they can win without losses. It would be tough for a raiding party to take on 6 armed fighters without casualties.
How much further to the monastery?
Old Sevlin is set on the plateau, just ahead. I see the sisters waiting for us. The boys will load up the cart.
Hayden, it's good to see you.
Likewise, sister. This is Sister Adamari. She'll be coming with us.
Hello.
Have you seen much of the Horde from here?
We have, and they passed us by. Perhaps they didn't know what our monastery holds. What it held, anyway. Word has it they're preoccupied with plundering mining towns. But we can't take the chance they won't be back.
I'm more worried that clan raiders might be watching us. We need to get the cart moving. Hurry it up, boys.
Do you think the clans can resist the Odedan?
They have defensible villages. They joined forces. They could probably hold off the entire army.
But they won't work together. I've been told the Odedan will have control of the entire region before winter's end. They've already plundered smaller clans and built quite a war chest. I think they're going to use it to buy off the larger clans.
I heard the Mara may even join the Horde.
Heaven help us then.
Hold up.
Raiders. 10 at least on the path ahead.
It's the Mara.
Hold your ground. The path is too narrow for them to flank us.
Here they come, Alex.
Quick, this one.
You a wee thing.
ceux qui... Je me fais attaquer par taureau.
Raiders. 10 of them on the road ahead.
What are you talking about? I don't see anything.
It's the Mara.
Hold your ground. The path is too narrow for them to flank us.
Here they come, Alex.
You've made a mistake, lass. Quick, this one.
Proven yourself, lass. Now yield.
Flame.
That's all of them. Sister. Here, let me help you. Let's get her onto the cart. How did you know the Mara were waiting in ambush?
She's a seer. Never actually met one in the flesh.
A seer?
A conduit to the Fae. Not many believe in such things, but my grandmother knew one. Saw what they could do. Knew the purpose they served.
What purpose was that?
Protectors of the realm, of course. I can die, now that I've met a seer.
None of that talk now, sister. Let's get a move on, lads.
Come on.
We need to get to safer ground. The camp should be safe for the night. We're well clear of the clans now. You're welcome to leave with your reward any time you like.
We should return to Crow now.
How is the sister?
I believe she'll live. Mountain folk are hearty stock, even the monks.
Where will you be headed after this?
South. Travel in any other direction is too dangerous now. You can join us if you like.
Our business takes us east.
Hope the monk's silver eases the tips them. They certainly deserve it. Take care, protector of the realm.
You have gained 150 copper in coin and salvage.
150 copper.
Where to, Alex?
L'auberge.
The monk gathering. Should we walk through again?
Prep. Use down and...
I heard about the mine at Kingolic.
What about it?
10 miners went down the other day, none come back up. The village sent in a search party and they found nothing. No bodies, no cave-in, nothing. In a large mine. 10 men and women vanished into thin air.
Where is this mine?
Just up the mountain. I could show you the way, but I sure as hell ain't going in.
Maggie will want to hear about this.
You really want to be crawling around in a hole?
Mines are places to discover things. Are they not?
I'm the one
Character menu. Use attract. Resume game.
who has to see the things you discover.
How much further does this shaft go, Shepherd?
The old man said the mine followed the vein straight into the mountain. The end of the tunnel can't be much farther.
I hear something, just up ahead.
I hear it too. If it is a rift that swallowed the miners, it may explain why there was no trace of them.
What do you mean by swallowed?
I suppose the rifts themselves do very little swallowing. It's
attends,
what comes out of the rifts that we should concern ourselves with.
I'm not sure what you're hearing, but this is it. This is the end of the tunnel.
You're sure?
Feel it. It's solid.
Hello?
I hear voices in the walls.
The miners.
I hear it too, Princess. But I doubt it's the miners. There's something else here, Shepherd. What do you see?
Dripstone columns.
Do they strike you as unusual in any way?
There's 3 of them together. It almost looks like someone molded them here.
Draw your weapon, Alex. I want you to strike each of the columns. They call to you. Go ahead. Answer them. That's not it. Try again. Try again. It's working.
Ah, c'est le fun.
Answer again. Well done. And again. It's open. Well done.
Is this the Fey realm? In front of us?
No, just a chamber, formed by the rift inside. Go ahead, Alex. Lead us to the rift.
What do you see, Shepherd?
My stupidity for following you here. Oh, something's moving.
Hello? Who's that?
The miners. They're alive.
What happened to you?
We opened a way into this vault. We had a look around, and the passage in was gone.
Well, you need to get out before it closes again. Go.
No need to ask twice.
Wait. Did you see anything while you were here? Anything strange beyond the passage closing?
That's not enough for you.
There was one thing. The air never soured. Take a deep breath. Not the hint of a breeze, yet it's as clear as mountain air.
Go. Thank you. The Fae were keeping them alive. Why?
You coming?
Shepherd, you can see them out.
I'm not leaving you down here.
Suit yourself. Alex, find the rift if you can.
I'm at the rift.
We're going to close it. Reach out with your shield hand. Go ahead, reach out. What do you hear?
My name.
Anything else?
Silence. Complete silence.
Something has my arm!
Shepherd, pull her back.
I have you, Alex.
Draw your weapon, Alex.
Something is coming through the rift.
Shades.
encore ce truc?
Only appears after it moves.
Mais je comprends pas, je l'ai fait dans...
Get back.
Pourquoi je me repars
Draw your weapon, Alex.
Something is coming through the rift.
Shades.
Get off me.
Ça coûte pas moins mon pied, faut pas le mordre.
Are they gone?
That's the last of them, I think.
Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying.
There can be no doubt. Something in the Fey realm does not want you alive.
But why?
That, I don't know.
Let's go. This way.
La question c'est, je dois faire quoi?
Over here, Alex, before we leave.
What is it?
Again, we have to do this quickly, while the effects of the rift linger. Take up your shield. Quickly.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Quiet, Shepherd. Recall those voices you heard.
Yes. I hear them.
Now, gently, ask them for favor.
Press Alt key to trigger spell.
Fire.
I didn't need those eyebrows.
It comes so easily to you. I'm envious.
Please, let's go.
Donc il dit s'il te plaît, allons-y, il y avait l'air d'avoir peur.
Fire shield burst will burn enemies surrounding you and leave them temporarily vulnerable to follow-up
Ça,
attacks.
c'est bien.
The princess is close, my general. The Fae have shown me this.
What do we care?
The Fae show us only things of consequence.
If they fear the girl, then they are weak.
The Fae can see more than we can. We should not dismiss their wisdom.
Then we'll send scouts to find them. I would not waste any more time looking for a child. We need to prepare for war.
Oh! Il disait qu'on doit se préparer à la guerre.
Alex, wake up. You're okay.
You, Deadin. They know we're here.
A bad dream, Alex.
No, I saw it clearly in my mind. They're going to come for us. They can see us. We need to tell Maggie. We need to prepare.
Alex,
Tu rêvé qu'il était mort?
what if your connection with the Fey realm is only drawing trouble to us? Where would you ever be safe?
That's why I have the fire magic.
That scares me almost as much.
Well, I like it. It makes me feel strong.
You had strength without the fire.
The magic is something that didn't come from my brother or my uncle. it's mine.
I'm going to ask that Maggie take us through the pass when we get back to the village. Or we'll go on our own. Are you with me in that?
Yes. We need to get home.
Game options menu. Use arrow keys to cycle through menu options.
Alex avait vu, je pense, Shepard qui était mort. Et le roi qui disait préparons-nous à la guerre, la princesse on doit la prendre, tout ça. Je pense que c'est ça qu'il a dit. T'as le berger qui dit c'était juste un rêve. T'as Alex qui répond non, ce n'était pas un rêve, je l'ai senti clairement dans mon esprit. Là, ça sent pas bon.
Quit resume game.
On commence quand même à sentir le scénario.
You're right, Alex. It's time to head east.
The pass won't be easy. The Odedan are still there and the weather is still not good.
But I believe the closer you get to the capital, the more the Fae will reveal. Akram and I will work out the best way to proceed.
Thank you, Maggie.
Do what you need to prepare. We'll leave when you're ready.
That's settled. If there's anything else you want to take care of before we head east, we should do it now.
When you are ready to travel, press the Tab key to bring up the character menu and select the travel map.
Alors.
Game control. Sounds. Quit game and return. Main menu. Use arrow. Continue game.
Alors, on va faire le voyage.
Press spacebar to select an option. Use arrow keys to cycle through options.
Ça fait pas mal pour aujourd'hui, hein. On a senti quand même l'avancée du scénario, on a appris des sens, c'était assez bien. Avec ce qui s'est passé à la fin, le rêve qu'on a fait. Alors en fait, les quêtes, je pense que on est obligé de les faire. Ça fait partie du scénario. J'espère encore que vous comprenez quand même le scénario, hein, au moins la globalité du scénario qui est assez sympathique. Hein. Sur ça, on est d'accord. De vrai, pour l'instant, c'est un jeu que j'adore. Et puis moi, qu'est-ce que je vais vous dire?